All right, so we got this nice and wet, nice and saturated with soap. We're just gonna jump right into it. It's hot out, the sun is shining, so using the flick pad is definitely gonna give you an advantage to having to wet and then take your applicator off and then put your squeegee on. This is gonna give you your best results when dealing with direct sunlight, not having to worry about the solution drying. Right on to the next one. Nice and easy, no detailing, so you don't see me pulling out a towel and having to take care of the tops of the edges because my technique is on point and I use a squeegee that leaves no detailing, and all of these things work together to help me get through jobs really, really fast without having to do any extra work, you know what I mean? Just gets me the same results every single time. Consistent, repeatable results. That's what we're after. Bang. Here we go. And then the bottom, you're gonna see how fast that takes me as I use the same techniques and methods in hand every single time, and I always use the same techniques when we're coming to pole work. And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, we're on the 5th window. So you're gonna see that doing it the way I'm doing it is the most efficient and fastest way to get through your jobs. All right, we got one window left up top here, and then we're gonna bang out the bottom section. When I first started doing this account, it would take me about an hour and a half. But as I got more comfortable with the tools and I really honed in on my technique and my whole setup, I was able to get through jobs much, much quicker. So, all right, so now we're gonna do this bottom section. So, same thing. Get the Gecko pad holder with the Fugu. .22-inch liquidator. And as you notice, I'm not wetting the frames at all because I'm using the Gecko, so the full contact is on the glass. There's no extra microfiber on the top, bottom, or sides, so I don't gotta worry about any extra mess. Come straight up, down to the bottom, bust out, and I'm just gonna fan. All set. And this is gonna save you so much time and hassle and cleanup. Like overall, you're gonna be moving more efficiently than probably anybody in your town. If you start cleaning like this, you're gonna have the advantage probably over most window cleaners, because most guys are using old methods, old techniques, old tools, And it's just how it is, you know. And I started to realize the less guys who are using these tools, the less competition, honestly, you're going to be having. So we used to complain about the fact that people aren't using tools like this, but it's actually in the real world application outside of like YouTube, like in the real world, like you get an advantage over most window cleaners, and that's a good thing. So if you're getting put on to better tools, techniques, things that are going to just make you work way faster, you're gonna be killing it in your local marketplace, because you're gonna be getting through jobs way faster, and the more jobs you can do in a day, the more money you can make in a day. So that's the name of the game. So you can go ahead and look around at most of the window cleaners in your area, and you know, a lot of guys who have been doing it for years, they're hanging it up. They're just trying to be content with the work that they have and just take care of what they got. A lot of guys already hanging it up, you know what I mean? They're not looking to keep growing, and because of that, you need to take advantage of that. You need to understand that this guy's dead before he's dead, you know what I mean? He's already done. He's already hanging it up. He's taking it easy. He thinks he's washed up already. And you gotta take advantage of guys like that. You gotta say, all right, man, you be washed up while I wash up the marketplace. And that's the God's honest truth. A lot of guys hanging up way before they should be. You know what I mean? Guys ain't going for their full potential. They're just going based off of how they feel, and a lot of guys just get into a rut, and they allow their emotions, they allow whatever the fuck is going on in their life to get them into a place of complacency, and they kind of just give up, and they shouldn't. But you know what I mean? That's on them. They need to have an awakening within themselves, and they need to come to a place where they feel that fire again, you know? If they don't, there's nothing, like, all the motivational speeches in the world ain't gonna do shit for a guy who's already made his mind up. So very important that you surround yourself with other maniacs like yourself, who are gonna motivate you, push you, and not allow you to just take it easy. Because when that happens, you're gonna create an echo chamber of taking it easy. Everybody's just taking it easy, just chilling. You know what I mean? When you get to that place, you lose yourself. You know, a lot of guys are dead before they're dead. They just don't know it yet. You know, they ain't living no more. They're just existing. They're just trying to do the bare minimum, and they're just complacent in life. And when you get to that place, you stop dreaming, you stop reaching, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. It's it for those types of guys. And it's a sad thing. And you know, those guys may not realize it, but I'm a huge proponent of this. Everybody's a teacher. People are either teaching us how to live or how not to live. And those types of guys, they remind me, you know, there's guys out there who are only a few years older than me, who are already like tapping out, and it's like, it's sad. You can't tap out, you can never quit, you can't give up on yourself. All the guys that I've seen who are still out there pushing and shoving. At this age, they end up becoming multi-millionaires, billionaires, and you know what I mean? They show us, like, if you don't quit, if you never quit, you stay in the band, eventually you're gonna get the record deal. That's what they say. You know, a lot of guys just quit too soon, and that's an unfortunate thing. So I'm not quitting the band. I'm just getting started. All right, guys. So that's workflow. Knock out all your tops and bottoms in a very simple and efficient fashion. If you do this every way, every job, you're gonna start getting more and more consistent results, and it's gonna really do wonders in your business.